Okay. Hello and welcome back to Miss Julia's English Club. I'm your host, Mia, and I have to tell you right now, before we say anything else, I have been waiting for this moment for literally years.
Hey everyone, I'm David. And Mia, I know exactly what you're about to say. I know it, and I am here for it.
Because this week, people, a jury in New York City looked Ticketmaster and Live Nation dead in the eyes and said, guilty.
Wow, even hearing you say it out loud feels surreal, like it actually happened.
It actually happened. After years of music fans around the world screaming into the void about ridiculous ticket prices, insane service fees, booking fees, processing fees, fees for the fees.
Don't even get me started on the fees.
A federal jury has officially found that Live Nation and Ticketmaster operated as an illegal monopoly, and I genuinely got a little emotional reading about it. Is that ridiculous?
No, it's not ridiculous at all, because this touches literally everyone. Music fans, concert goers, artists, small venue owners. This is one of those stories where you think, wait, someone actually stood up. Someone actually said enough.
Enough. Okay, so let's break this down properly because, as always on Miss Julia's English Club, we want you to understand what happened, why it matters, and come away speaking better English. So let's do all three.
Let's go.
David, can you set the scene? Like, who are Live Nation and Ticketmaster, and why have people been so angry at them for so long?
Okay, so Ticketmaster, most people know Ticketmaster as the website where you buy concert tickets. It's been around since the 1970s, and for decades it grew and grew until it basically became the place to buy tickets for major events: concerts, sports, theater, festivals.
And at some point, it stopped feeling like a service. It started feeling like a trap.
Exactly, because Ticketmaster doesn't just sell tickets. It also, and this is where it gets complicated, controls a huge proportion of the venues where concerts happen. And in 2010, Ticketmaster merged with Live Nation, which is the world's largest concert promoter, the company that actually organizes and funds the tours of the biggest artists in the world.
So think about what that means. Suddenly, you have one company that promotes the tour, controls the venues, and sells the tickets, every step of the chain, from the moment an artist decides to go on tour to the moment you walk through the venue doors. Ticketmaster and Live Nation have their fingers in it.
That is what lawyers and economists call vertical integration, when one company controls multiple levels of the same industry: the production, the distribution, the sales, all under one roof.
And in theory, that's not automatically illegal. But the question is, does it harm competition? Does it harm consumers?
And this jury said emphatically yes. They found the companies liable on all monopolization counts. Every single one.
Every single one. And they determined that Ticketmaster had overcharged consumers by, and this is the specific number, $1.72 per ticket. Now that sounds small, right? $1.72?
But multiply that by how many tickets does Ticketmaster sell? Hundreds of millions globally every year. That adds up to an almost unimaginable amount of money extracted from fans who had no real alternative.
No real alternative, and that is the core of a monopoly. When there's no competition, there's no pressure to lower prices, to improve service, to innovate. You have to take what you're given. And what fans were given was fees that sometimes added 40, 50, 60% on top of the face value of the ticket.
60%. I remember buying tickets to a gig a few years back. The ticket was 40 euros. By the time I got through checkout, it was 64 euros for a 40 euro ticket. I almost cried. Almost cried. And that experience is so universal, isn't it? It's a shared cultural frustration, the rage of watching the price go up and up at every page of the checkout process.
And there's even a term in psychology and business called drip pricing, when companies reveal the full price gradually, one charge at a time, so that by the time you see the final number, you've already invested so much time in the process that you just pay it.
Oh, drip pricing. That is such a useful phrase. And it connects to something else called a dark pattern, which is a design technique in websites or apps that's deliberately confusing or manipulative, designed to make you spend more money or give up your data without fully realizing it.
Dark pattern. That phrase gives me chills, honestly. And Ticketmaster has been accused of using these extensively. Timed checkout countdowns, hidden fees revealed at the last second, confusing refund policies.
All designed to extract maximum money from people who just want to see their favorite artists live.
Okay, so now the jury has spoken. What actually happens next? Because I know that some of our listeners might be thinking, great, but does this mean ticket prices drop tomorrow?
And the honest answer, as much as I wish I could say yes, is not immediately. The judge will now hold a separate proceeding to decide on remedies, what actually happens to the company. And that's where it gets really interesting.
Really interesting, because some people, including senators, music advocates, consumer rights groups, are pushing for the most dramatic outcome possible, breaking up the company entirely, forcing Live Nation and Ticketmaster to separate.
Can you imagine splitting apart a company that's been this dominant for this long? It would be like performing surgery on the entire music industry.
That's exactly what it would be. And Live Nation, for its part, is not going quietly. Their statement after the verdict was, and this is a real quote in spirit, "The jury's verdict is not the last word on this matter. They plan to appeal. They've got armies of lawyers. This fight is not over."
It's not over. And that's an important lesson about how legal systems work. A jury verdict, as significant as it is often just one chapter in a very long story. Appeals, motions, settlements. The wheels of justice turn slowly.
The wheels of justice turn slowly. That's actually a really famous English expression. It means that legal processes take a long time, sometimes frustratingly so.
And for music fans hoping for cheaper tickets, the wait might feel very long indeed. But here's the thing. This verdict sends a signal to every company in every industry that thinks it can use its size to crush competition and squeeze consumers. A jury of ordinary people can say, no, this is not okay. And that matters.
It really does, and I think there's something almost poetic about the fact that music, which is supposed to be about joy and community and connection, was at the center of this. Because music fans are some of the most passionate, most vocal people on Earth. They pushed for this. They testified, they complained, they boycotted, they tweeted.
They tweeted so much.
They tweeted so much, and ultimately, they were heard.
That's a beautiful thing to say. Okay, let me also mention something that happened literally on the same day this week. Because also in the news on Thursday, California authorities revealed newly unsealed court records showing that Amazon, yes, Amazon, pressured third-party sellers on its platform to raise their prices on rival sites so that Amazon could appear to have lower prices than competitors.
Wait, Amazon was forcing sellers to make other sites more expensive so that Amazon looked cheaper?
Exactly. If a seller listed a product for even 1 penny less on Walmart or Target or their own website, Amazon would punish them, push their products down in search results, remove the buy box, the button you click to actually buy something, essentially making the seller invisible.
That's a breathtaking abuse of power. Breathtaking meaning so shocking it literally takes your breath away. Stunning, staggering.
And one seller was quoted as saying, and this is chilling, "We have nowhere else to go and Amazon knows it."
We have nowhere else to go and Amazon knows it. That sentence should be in a textbook about power, about monopoly, about what happens when one company becomes so dominant that everyone else becomes dependent on it.
Captive, that's the word. They became captive, unable to escape, trapped by dependency.
And these two stories together, Ticketmaster, Amazon, tell one big story about corporate power, about what happens when companies grow so large, so dominant, so deeply embedded in our lives that they can almost do whatever they want.
Until they can't. Until a jury says, enough.
Until a jury says enough. I love that. Okay, vocabulary time. And today we have an absolutely rich list.
Starting strong, monopoly. A situation where one company controls an entire market with no real competition. Ticketmaster was found guilty of operating a monopoly.
Vertical integration, when one company controls multiple levels of the same industry, production, distribution, sales, all under one roof.
Drip pricing, the practice of gradually revealing the full price of something, fee by fee, to manipulate consumers into paying more than they expected.
Dark pattern, a deliberate design technique in websites or apps that manipulates users into spending money or giving data without fully realizing it.
Liability, legal responsibility. The jury found them liable means the jury decided they were legally responsible for the harm caused.
Remedies, in a legal context, the actions ordered by a court to fix a wrong, could be fines, breakups, structural changes.
Breathtaking, so shocking or impressive that it takes your breath away. A breathtaking abuse of power.
Captive, trapped, unable to escape. Captive sellers, captive consumers, a captive market.
And the wheels of justice turn slowly. The legal process takes a very long time.
And our bonus idiom, to go quietly, to accept defeat without protest. Live Nation is not going quietly.
That is a genuinely exceptional vocabulary set today. Real, sophisticated, practical English, the kind that makes you sound educated and fluent in any conversation.
Today's comment challenge, and it's a juicy one. Here it is. Have you ever felt ripped off buying concert tickets? And do you think big companies have too much power over our lives? Give us your thoughts.
B1 and B2 listeners, write 5 to 7 natural sentences. Try using monopoly, drip pricing, or breathtaking.
C1 and C2, give us a structured argument. Use phrases like, the verdict raises fundamental questions about. One could argue that the concentration of corporate power in the hands of a single entity, or the long-term implications for consumers remain to be seen. Show us those advanced writing muscles.
We mean it. We absolutely love reading your comments, every single one.
Okay, before we go, if you've ever stared at a checkout page and watched a 40 € ticket become 64 euros, this episode was for you. Share it because more people need to understand this story and more people need to talk about it in English.
Share it with a friend, a classmate, anyone learning English who loves music, which is basically everyone.
Subscribe to Miss Julia's English Club right here on YouTube. Fresh episode every single day. Always on the stories the world is actually talking about.
Like the video. Seriously, it takes 2 seconds and it helps so many more people find us.
Hit the notification bell, drop your answer in the comments, and we will see you tomorrow with another hot story. More real English, more conversation.
From me, David.
And me, Mia, thank you for being here today. Keep speaking, keep learning, and never, ever pay 64 euros for a 40 € ticket without questioning it. See you tomorrow.